Hey, everybody. Um, as part of our 31 days of celebration, where we're celebrating the health and the hope that we found at this amazing hope-filled time of year, I want to celebrate my friend Linda. She and I have been working together as client and coaching partners now for a little over a year. We met on a women's retreat, and subsequent to that, we're friends on Facebook. She saw what I was doing, saw the progress of my own health transformation and the coaching that I do, and she got curious and reached out. So I'm really excited for her to share her heart and her story with you and hopefully inspire you as much as she inspires me. So welcome, Linda. Thanks for doing this.
Hi there. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah, because it's just you're so fun, and I just want to hear you. So Linda, just starting out, like what was going on at the time, and what prompted you to kind of reach out to see what was up with what I was doing and what this program's all about?
Yeah, I was just in a really hopeless place. I had tried eating healthy. I felt like I ate good food, but I wasn't doing something right because it wasn't working, and my body was really fighting against so many
Mm.
things that I was trying. And I had tried diet after diet and all different kinds of lifestyle changes. And I was just in a bad place. And I think when you get in a bad place, you just tend to give up. And that was kind of my attitude. I was just giving up. But it wasn't just on my health and nutrition and dieting. You start to give up on life. And I realized that we were kind of living in this mode. My husband and I, my children had moved out at the time. Some were married, some were going off to college, some were had just moved out on their own, and here we were, empty nesters, looking forward to this retirement life that we were going to celebrate together. And
Mm.
there was nothing that I could do with my husband. There was nothing that we enjoyed years ago that we could any longer do. One of the things we wanted to do was travel, and the kind of travel we like to do includes a lot of outdoor activity, walking, hiking, flying, and those things were painful for me. My body was in constant pain. Felt 30 years older than I was. Couldn't wake up properly in the morning. Was groggy after a full night's sleep. It just my health was really declining, and I was living life in fear. I knew that my life was going to be my money was going to be spent on drugs as opposed to life and living life. So
Wow.
um, I was desperate, and my husband nudged me a little bit and said, why don't you reach out to Teresa, which I did. I was very hesitant to do that. Thought I could really handle it on my own, and was really angry at myself that I couldn't do it on my own. But that turned out to be one of the joys that I found in all of this, was to um, allow that release to happen, and to actually lean on somebody to give me a hand, and it was freeing. So
Wow.
thank you for that.
You're welcome. I mean, it's one of the best parts of this is when you can be, in some way, shape, or form of service to somebody to help open that up for them.
Yeah.
Because it's, we all beat ourselves up. I mean, it's eating, it's just doing life. And somehow it's like, well, I know what I'm supposed to do.
Mm,
I just need to do it. But the reality is most of us aren't.
yeah.
And the reality is, and this is what research shows, exactly what you said, we aren't supposed to be doing it alone. We're not wired that way.
Yeah.
And we need the help, and we need the science and
Yeah.
everything else.
And
So
there's nothing embarrassing about it,
no.
and that's kind of the way I came into it. And I think once you realize the gift that you're being given, and the fact that you can relax a little bit, like your shoulders release, your breathing is different. You just feel like, all right, I don't have to try to figure this all out alone. And you have somebody who's guiding you, or just supporting you, or just saying, you can get through today. Let's not look at tomorrow, let's not look at next week, let's just get you through today. And I have a great community, I have wonderful friends, I have a great supportive family. But it wasn't enough. It
Yeah.
wasn't enough for this time in my life. And I just, I couldn't get past that brain fog,
Yeah.
and I was dealing with a lot of things at one time, and, emotions and food and sleep deprivation and caring for parents and lots of things in between there. And a new change in life, going from motherhood to caring for little children to now this second phase of life. And I knew that I wanted to live it differently, and I wanted that to be a gift that I give to my husband as well. So, yeah.
Wow. So how has this made a difference, and what are you looking forward to?
Oh, I'm like a whole new person. I feel like I did years ago. And I don't mean like physically feel that way, because I don't look like I did 30, 40 years ago, but I feel like that. I have that mental clarity and that energy and hope, and life is good and life is positive. And I led a couple of years in there where things weren't positive. It didn't feel good. Um, and I wasn't living that way. So it feels good to be positive again, and to offer that to other people, because life is good. Life is good. And I'm looking forward to traveling now. I was able to, after 6 months on program, I had lost 60 pounds, and I was able to go to Israel and fit in a seat belt, fit in the seat without an extender belt. That was super exciting.
Wow.
But what was more exciting was I was able to climb some of the mountains there and walk for hours without being tired. And I had my husband right by my side, so it was exciting to do those things and to feel that energy again, and to see the world and see things with people you love in a whole new light. So
Wow.
lots of changes, and I'm looking
And
forward to a
more
lot of
to
good things.
come. More
Yeah,
to come. The good
more
things.
to come.
So just to wrap this up, what would be something that you would say to somebody who's in that same place where, you know, I should be able to do this for myself, but it just seems so daunting and overwhelming in the light of everything else? What would you say to them?
Good question. Um, I would say, if you're fearing something, embrace it. Imagine how wonderful it's going to feel when you conquer that, and you will conquer it, because you're going to have help doing it.
That's it. You're not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone
And,
in it,
and I'm glad
and we don't want to live our life in fear.
I'm not alone either, because I got you and all the other wonderful people in our community. And I thank you so much for sharing your heart, because
Sure.
it's gonna inspire people. I know it inspires me.
Yeah,
Have a good
thanks.
one.
Bye, guys.